You are looking live at Eddie Edgar Ice Arena in Livonia, Michigan, where the New Jersey Angels are getting set to complete their preliminary round action in the Great Lakes Classic against the Team Indiana Elite squad. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here bringing you the action on Rizzo Vision. And these two teams finishing out the prelims here, and they will meet again later in the evening in the semifinal. It's already set based on the preliminary results. The winner of this game will be the second seed, the loser will be the third seed, and the only thing that will mean is who gets home and who gets away on the same ice rink in about 6 hours time from this moment, and effectively which way they're going on the ice surface and who gets the final change. But with the Angels, it's not really that big of a deal because they only have one extra forward line and one extra defense pair. So not really the biggest deal in the world, whether they get home or away. You get it?
Can we get her name?
Angels are in blue. They've been in their blue jerseys each game so far. They have white ones. Molly Rose Smith guards the goal to your YouTube left. And of course, the only person whose number I don't have for Indiana Elite, number 18, Matt Claus, producer, will be getting that name for you momentarily, guards the cage to your YouTube right. Underway here in period one, Angels in blue, Indiana Elite in the corn husk looking yellow. And icing will be the first whistle of the game. 15-minute period, so 20 seconds in. And that means penalties are a minute and a half for minor infractions, 4 minutes for majors. Off the draw, Carolyn Citro wins it to the boards on the far side. Kinzel had gotten in the way over there for a moment. Picked up along the boards at the near side. Quick had it, sent it toward the middle. Picked up by Cavalcanti, shovels it wide. Citro picks it up for Claus on the far side. Looks like the Angels are down one on the bench right now. Not sure who's missing, but or who or why is missing, but hopefully there wasn't anything that happened in warm-ups or maybe just an equipment malfunction or something else. But two extra forwards, two defensemen, but they can work that around if they need to. Here's Nicolescu Measle, will try to take it coast to coast. Emma gets into the offensive zone, takes a shot, and it's fired wide. Comes toward the point on the far side. Abizan got it to Charlotte's on. Measle fires it wide, and it goes around to the far side. Comes all the way out. This is going to be an icing, and the whistle stops play with 13:25 left.
Let's go, Bumbles!
Angels will attack with Charlotte Zahn on the dot, Annalise Claus in the slot, Abby Zahn on the left wing, Larissa Rizzo at the left point, Elin Tulloch at the right. Couric is the goaltender, number 18, and she's being tested right away. This puck dribbles out. Rizzo is going to be under pressure and fire here. Centering feed goes all the way to Abby Zahn, kept in at the point on the far side. It was Netzer who was putting the pressure on Rizzo, so far, once the Angels get it out of the zone, they'll have rebuffed that chance. Vacker will take it into the offensive zone. Drop pass, one-timer, redirected at Molly Rose Smith. Luisa Rizzo picks it up, shepherds it out of the zone, was looking to send it for Charlotte Zahn, and Vacker just took her off the skates there. sort of a delayed reaction. And Charlotte's on was able to pick it up and get through. Tulloch sends it in. And now the bench is full for the Angels. Shot goes wide. And there's Miriam Walsh, picks it up, leaves it for Citro, Carolyn Citro, bearing down the left wing, gets interrupted by Cavalcanti. Thomas picks it up, sends it to the middle, to the other Thomas, and it's going to be a breakaway. Kinsel tries to chase her down. Backhand shot and a save by Rose Smith. Molly Rose Smith, her first test of the game, is on a breakaway. Now Annalise Claus trying to return the favor, but runs into 3 defenders and gets the puck into the offensive zone, so a change could take place behind her. Nicolescu Measle tees one up. Save by Couric. It goes bounding to the far side, kept almost in, but Abby's on going back to play safety there. Charlotte's on will try to keep it in by herself as her team changes behind her, except for Abby. Abby gets the shot toward the middle. It never gets all the way on net. Neutral zone play here. They have a couple of 13s and a couple of 89s. So, but they do have names on their jerseys. So if we can do that, we'll help you out on the Indiana side. I see that they have at least a recorder. I don't know if there's a streamer. There's Levy to dump it in and head off as the Angels retreat behind their own net. 0-0, 10:40 left. First period just underway. They'll meet again in the semifinals. So this one just for seeding purposes and for good, fun hockey for now. Rizzo jumps on, has it. Oh, just offside on the far side. You don't want to break stride there. Walsh needed just a moment more to get back on side. Couldn't quite do it, but it's a good play to try to keep going without breaking stride, because if you do get onside, then you're walking in behind the defense. Walsh and Citro will put the pressure on Warzala. Tulloch with the one-timer from the top of the right circle, and a save by Couric, and she covers up. A lot of Indiana folk here. It feels like we have more Angels people here, but they're maybe scattered around, not in bunches. That one comes in, offside. There's a trip. So the Angels real lucky there. The offside was not called, and if it had been, then the trip would not have occurred, or would have been after the whistle, which I don't know if that would have been a trip if it was after the whistle, but Vacker goes into the box. The first penalty of the game goes against the Indiana Elite, and with exactly 10 minutes left in the first period, the Angels will have the first power play of the game. Off the draw, it's sent down, and that will be an icing. So they will do it again. That killed off 6 seconds. Charlotte's on the dot. Presley Arnone in the slot. Abby's on the left wing, is trying to chase that one down. Coming through the middle, trying to get through a bunch of traffic. They do get it out. Thomas is going to pick this up, short-handed, and get it knocked away by Nicolescu Measle. And here comes Kinsel. Drops it for Arnone. Arnone is going to march forward. Centering feed, was looking to get the redirection from Charlotte's on. It hit the heel of the stick and didn't quite redirect on net, but a good chance there off of a quick rush. Abby's on. Maybe got away with a little bit of a slash there, but kept the stick contact low to the opponent's stick. And that one goes, it looked like it went into the Indiana bench, but they say play on. A lot of gloved hands were diving. Oh, Claus just missed that one. Would have been right in front. Wrist shot goes off the end boards. Off to herself is Claus. Sends it to the point. Nicolescu Measle tees one up, hits Claus with it. She tried to redirect it and maybe took it in the thigh pad. Rizzo tried to keep it in at the point. Got it chipped past. Another move past. Rose Smith is going to cover that one up and thwart the shorthanded break by Thomas. She got a couple there so far. This time she couldn't quite catch up to the puck after the second dangle, so the defense that was there got just enough of it. 8 seconds left on the power play, so they do have time for a final rush and to establish position a little bit. Walsh tries to find Rizzo, threads the needle, but goes off stride, and that's an offside, and it does expire the penalty. So Vacker is back out. The penalty has been killed. Teams are full and even strength. Face that one off at the center dot as if it's the start of a period. Off the draw, Claus keeps it forward, sends it into one ref, but Citro is going to jump into that lane and fire it down for the dump in, hoping to get Walsh to grab it on the other side. Walsh gets a piece of it with the stick, but with the skates, it was Warzala able to corral it. Citro using the body to try to establish position against Levy over there. Warzala's shot was blocked by Claus. Rizzo picks it up, tries to negotiate through a couple. She's going to need a little help from Claus, who comes all the way down to knock it to the near side wall. Claus now still below the line, bunts it forward. Citro moves into more of a wing position as Claus left to be the one to pursue. Indiana changing on the offensive zone possession here, so really important for the Angels to get it out of the zone. Almost did it, still almost did it, but still not quite. Indiana keeps it in. Big possession here for Indiana. There's a one-timer. Tulloch got a piece of it with the stick. Walsh got shoved down on that one by Halloran. Halloran, no call. Angels reversing it now, and they haven't been able to get it out of their own zone. They'd take pretty much any kind of whistle here, including an icing, and Walsh will negotiate it out neatly enough to let 4 of the 5 change. Claus, the only one down there, and battling 1-on-4 allows the Angels to get the offensive possession and have fresh legs out there. We'll see if Claus is able to turn and possibly get off the ice here. She's going to head to the bench, and they'll give up a little bit of offense at the moment, but they still have possession as they do change. So the fresh legs are there, kept now out of the zone by Indiana. Nicolescu-Measle off the boards on the near side. Negotiated forward by Cheslock. Sent off the boards on the far side. Let's see if this is an icing, and it just cleared the line for the icing. So Angels back on their heels here a little bit, and the fathers of the Indiana players, I don't know if they call themselves this, but the Hoosier Daddies are in full effect to our right. And the not so artistically named Hoosier Mommies, well, you know, they're there also. Son shields it to get it out of the zone. Hoster with it over to Thomas. Back in her own zone, picked off by Abizon. Abby's going to break in, try to get around the D, looking to center it. Somebody got a piece. It's going to come to the point. Nicolescu-Measle gets a piece of it, but can't keep it all the way in. It comes to neutral ice, and they will dump it in. Quick with the backhander, sends it down low. Kinzel will pick it up behind the net, turn, and look for some space. A little too strong off the boards for Abizon. Charlotte was trying to get it out of there. Kick save by Rose Smith. Keeps it 0-0 with 5:28 left, period number 1. Huster sends it down low under pressure from Abizon. Goodhart had it, kept in by Cavalcanti, sent down. It's going to hit the skates of Cavalcanti, so no icing. Wasn't looking at it, and also could have been very close to too many on the ice there, although she was giving herself up. And it's centered there. Claus got a piece of it. Puck popped in the air. Walsh trying to keep Hortzman from getting in and maybe eventually causing the offside there. 4:50 left, period 1. No score. Angels in blue. They're 1-1 so far. They've scored 4 goals in each game. One in 8-4 loss to the Detroit split season Bulldogs, and one in a 4-1 win against the Detroit Gold Bulldogs, the full season team. The Gold and the split season Detroit Bulldogs teams played just on this ice earlier, and the split season team went to 3-0 with a win in that game, and they are the first seed. They will play the Gold team as the 4th seed in one semifinal. This will be the other semifinal this evening. Whether which team is seeded 2 or which team is seeded 3rd depends on simply who the winner of this game is in regulation or otherwise. Smith gloves it. Stops play. Angels change the forward line. Charlotte Zahn centering Abby Zahn and Presley Arnone. Luisa Rizzo on left D. Elin Tulloch with the puck now on right D. Comes to Charlotte Zahn. Can't corral it below the end line. They take it, and Indiana trying to set it up. Centering feed, kicked away with the left pad by Molly Rowe-Smith. Sent out, long range. Abby Zahn trying to get it through a couple of defenders there, and they send it back into their own zone. Hurdle was the one who was under pressure. Bunch of Angels bunched up in one spot. They spread out now, and they're able to move the puck to neutral ice. Abby Zahn gets shouldered off over there. Solid bump, but still hustling. Rizzo keeps it in at the point. Send it down low. It's loose in front, and Charlotte Zahn looking to poke that one in, but it's covered up by Kurek to stop play. So Angels have not had the best of the play here so far. That's been Indiana with the possession advantage, but it only takes one moment to change that around. And even in the first period of the 4-1 win, the Angels, they didn't start slow, but they really picked it up at the end of the first period and then throughout the game. Thomas is going to try to get around Nicolescu-Measles. She's going to try to foot tackle her over there. Doesn't get called for anything. Claus trying to pick it up, takes a hack over there. Only penalty in the game so far has gone against Indiana, and the Angels couldn't convert on the power play. Walsh sent it forward, lost the stick. Citro gets bumped in the neutral zone. Indiana brings it in. Hoster tried to get through. Nicolescu-Measles knocked it out. Citro putting the pressure on the puck there. Defenseman Emma Nicolescu-Measles tries to get it over to Annalise Claus. Kinzel picks it up over to Citro. It hopped over a stick. The puck was on its edge when Kinzel began to deliver it. A little bit of a slow change by the Angels, but they do recover quickly because Indiana was not on the rush, but Indiana does get the puck into the offensive zone, and now Charlotte Zahn's trying to get it out, looking to hit Abby. Somebody got a skate on it. Abby Zahn's going to try to get through the middle, does so, but without the benefit of puck possession, and the Zahns play catch. It comes to the point, a little too strong for Nicolescu-Measles. It's not going to be icing because this was delivered by an Angel. Nicolescu-Measles with it, number 18, looking to get the Jets moving, sends it off the wall to herself. Fumbled there. Nicolescu-Measles still with it, recovers, gets in, sends it. Oh, was looking for the streaking Arnone, but one back checker was able to pick it off. It was Levy. Levy gets through the middle. Levy gets in. Oh, she shot it high. Rose Smith had the blocker up there, but there was a little bit of the corner maybe available. She was looking for it, and she just missed it. 75 seconds left in the scoreless first period. Angels looking to grab one here at the end of the period, and maybe in a period where they haven't had the benefit of the possession, can see if they can walk away with a lead, or at least a tie. Puck battle, 2 Zons against 3 Hoosiers. Walsh comes in to prevent the dump in. Abizon gets a piece of it, sends it for Charlotte. Halloran got a piece of it. A lot of neutral zone play there. Trying to get through the crowd is Netzer. Netzer gets in, sends it off the outside of the cage. Rizzo picks it up, banks it off the boards for Charlotte Zon with 33 seconds left in a scoreless first period. Rizzo picks it up again, looking to send it across ice for Abizon. Sends it for Charlotte, but not accurately. Charlotte's going to be offside if Walsh sends it in, but didn't get to it first. Tulloch moves it forward. Charlotte Zon will skate off for a change with 15 seconds left in the period. Walsh and Claus, the forecheckers, bounces off of a skate. Tulloch really needs to blow this play up and does. Holds the puck, still holding it, will expire the clock by doing it. Elon Tulloch expires the period with some good, calm defense work. And after 1, we are right where we were before 1, 0-0. One of the Indiana players taking a stretch on the ice, Buchel. Or since we're in Michigan, maybe it's Buickle, spelled like Buick, E-L. We'll give you a look at the crowd. There's the Hoosier daddies and mommies. And we'll pan back over, let you see the Angel faithful. There's some waves. There's the roof. It's not on fire, thankfully. And the teams will switch sides. So we have a gold team and a yellow team. Truick will guard the cage to your YouTube left. Rose Smith now protecting the net to your YouTube right. Angels attack right to left on your screen, whichever screen it is. We encourage you to hit the subscribe button wherever you find it and the alerts button, and then all the action here from Rizzo Vision will be yours to consume. Comes toward the point and gets out. Claus looking to pick one off, nearly had it there. Thomas grabs it. Will skate it in over the far side, keep bearing down. Shot was blocked by Citro, at least she got a piece of it, and Rose Smith got the rest of it and yielded no rebound. So the first 28 seconds of period number 2 have expired. Still 0-0. All the games are important, but the meaningfulness of all of them might not be equal. Cheslock, oh no, that's Warzala was the one with the shot, thinking that maybe it had found its way in, but Rose Smith covers it up. And gets the whistle. 14:22 left period 2, no score. Eddie Edgar Rink A will be the home of the Angels for however many games they play, at least one, and one against this opponent later this evening. And if they win that one, then another at 1:20 Eastern time on Sunday with the championship on the line. Oh, what a save by Rose Smith! The point shot by Halloran went through traffic. Rose Smith got the stick on it. It popped up, was going into the net, but she threw the glove up and grabbed it anyway. Another one that gets through traffic. Backdoor! And another save by Rose Smith. Thomas had the lead on her stick there, but the puck didn't sit down for her, and that gave Rose Smith just a moment more to recover, which she did, and kept the puck out. Off the draw, Thomas with it again, sends it to the middle. It goes off Tulloch's skate, and Rose Smith grabs that one. We'll see if the Angels can generate a rush here from the back line. Good way to start it is if we can win one of those face-offs and pull it out. Tulloch for Arnone on the far side. Puck battle along the boards. Thomas walks out with it, gets it to the middle, shoots and scores! The shot was blocked, and it sort of went in slow motion. Thomas was going to the right. She was trying to shoot it to the right. The shot was blocked, changed direction, and Rose Smith really had no chance to slide back over and get it, and it's 1-0 Indiana with 13:37 left in period number 2. Off the draw, Netzer can't get it into the offensive zone. Comes in offside, oh, and knee against Quick. Oh boy. And the crowd, the parents are having a chuckle with it. The players are too, but boy, those are dangerous plays. She's coming back to get into the play, and it's a good thing Vacker got her skate disengaged from the ice, because that could have been ugly. But hockey not for the faint of heart. It's a hard game to play, and it's a physical game as well. Kinzel trying to get through a lot of traffic there. Citro puts the pressure on. Indiana moving the puck. That should be an icing, but they say no. Not sure why. They gave that one off. It comes through the center. Now sent down from the left point. Citro is going to head down to recover it. The Wings are fairly low here as the possession has gone in favor of Indiana. One-timer kicked away by Rose Smith. Spinning shot. Quick tried to forward it. Not sure why that wasn't a hand pass. Quick just sent it away with the gloves or the arms, and they get it out of the zone for the offside. Indiana's picked it up here again, and the Angels are going to need to grab a rush or two and maybe make a little magic to reverse the trend. 12:25 left period 1, 1-0 Indiana. Fans yelling for the trip, but that was just a play on the puck. Here comes Charlotte Zahn. Doesn't have too much help to start with, so has to dump it as we hit the 12-minute mark of time remaining in period 2. Angels need to make a play or two here if they want to keep this one from getting away, because Indiana's had the better of the possession thus far. The spreading of the ice and the rushes have not been quite equivalent to what they were. Big save with the glove by Rose Smith. It might have been going wide, but she did grab it on the backhand flick from up close. Definitely too close to risk it. Indiana, the Hoosier state, known for basketball. But girls hockey and women's hockey in the state growing by leaps and bounds. At the collegiate club level, we have Indiana Tech as an emerging program. The CHA 1, I believe they are. Lisa Rizzo heads back to grab that one, looking to get the wheels going. Shovels it forward for Charlotte's on, inaccurate for Abby's on, but Abby's gonna make good of it. Gets in, down low, shot, one save, rebound in front, chipped up and over the net. Oh, just barely. Charlotte's on the rebound, nearly had that one in. And the first pass from Charlotte to Abby was not on the tape, but the angle from which it went off the boards. This ref says no icing. I don't know why there's no icing on that one. It didn't look like an Angel sent it down, but I guess that's what the case was. Rizzo shields one off. Looking to move it up the wing on the far side. Hit Walsh with it, but Walsh found traffic before the change as a bunch of the Indiana players were headed toward the bench, and they were kind of in that spot. Rosala sends it down low. Comes through the middle. Oh, Citro nearly caught it in stride. Abby's on out there now, sends it forward. Tulloch jumps into the play offensively. Rizzo will jump off, and Kinzel will jump on. Claus hustling back on defense. Fires it off the boards, but didn't quite get the right angle. Tulloch gonna help out. Walsh trying to power it out, but she's 1-on-3. Will stay there and use the body. Gets a little help from Tulloch. Wrist shot through traffic. Rose Smith was trying to direct it further toward the far side. Kinzel got a skate on it. Cheslock will send it down low. Centering feed, knocked away by Tulloch. It hits the crossbar. Trickling in slow motion, hit the crossbar and landed on the top of the net. When they talk about a game of inches, that was a millimeter. Still 1-0. Angels are in it. But they trail on the scoreboard, and they haven't been the best at the puck possession so far in this game. But they've scored 4 in each contest so far, and we'll see if the offense gets cranking here at some point. Cavalcanti picks it up off good puck movement. Kinzel steps into her and forces it to the outside, recovers down there and tries to shovel the puck forward. Cavalcanti had the back door there as Rose Smith was playing the puck to come around, didn't see it get reversed. Here's a potential break. Claus looking to hustle out of there. Claus, was just right there. She'll pick one off before it's all said and done, I think. Puck battle on the boards. The yellow team has been quite good at winning those. Nikolescu-Miesel trying to get the skates moving, and does. Gets hauled down right there, and another penalty. That's going to be about the easiest one in the book for the ref to call. Cavalcanti heads to the box, and the second power play of the game belongs to the New Jersey Angels with 8:26 left in period 2. A 1-0 deficit. Sometimes you watch these games and you say, well, we're not even halfway through. We're almost to the halfway mark of the game. But in a way, you might feel like this is the Angels' opportunity to really get back into it. Centering feed, redirected. Charlotte's on from the feed from Abby. Second save was made by Kurek. Tulloch sends it down low. Rizzo pinching in on the opposite side from the point. Gets it to Abby's on. Redirected in front. Loose in front, just sitting there, cleared away. Oh, Rizzo jumped in and was marked by Thomas just in time. Abby's on trying to get it at the point. Rizzo picks it up, and they blow the whistle, and 2 players are going to go off. So a puck battle in front. They're calling cross checks on both Halloran and Arnone. I think they'll stay 5-on-4. In a way, 4-on-3 would benefit the Angels with their short bench, but it'll be 5-on-4, so with 7:57 remaining in the period, it's going to be a case of when the next whistle blows after 1:30 that those 2 are in the box. It hurts the Angels because their manpower is shorter on the bench. Indiana with practically double the size of reserves here. Comes out to neutral ice. Tulloch picks it up. Tulloch and Rizzo at the points. Citro and the Zons are at the forwards. Shoveled wide. Charlotte Zahn trying to pick it up below the end line. Citro down there to give a little help. Abby Zahn with it, sends it toward the middle. Citro was backdoor looking for the slam dunk. Tulloch will walk it in from the point. Send it down low. Citro's going to try to dig it out. Tulloch picks it up. Tulloch centers it. A lot of Indiana traffic there, and the one who got the stick on it was able to get it out. Charlotte's on over to Luisa Rizzo with the gold helmet. Sends it for Caroline Citro. She's got room, and Citro, number 4, is going to barrel down the left wing. T1 up. Send it through the middle. Glove down and picked up and moved out neatly by Hurdle. Rizzo picks it up, has a little room in stride. Penalty's over, so it's 5-on-5. She curls down, tried to go to the point. Was looking for Abby Zahn coming through the middle. Angels get onside. They're probably looking for a change here at some point if they can. Rose Smith steers that one away toward Tulloch's side. Rizzo's trying to break. If Tulloch can find her, makes the safer pass to Abby Zahn. Abby's going to skate it in, leave it for Rizzo. She's been out there for a couple of minutes now, I think without a break. So we'll see if 13 can find her way to the other side of the ice. There's a whole other game to play. Rizzo, once it goes down, turns and looks to go right to the bench. So wholesale changes happen as they have the puck down in the offensive end. At least it's sitting there, picked off by Walsh. Gets tripped in front, still trying to forward it. Citro comes in there. Citro picks it up, trying to negotiate some room. Finds Nicolescu Measle, was looking to tee it up, but will just try to keep it. And a good play by the Indiana player to knock it away. Kinzel retreats into her own end, looking to get it to the far side for Nicolescu Measle. Indiana player falls down. Nicolescu Measle trying to shovel it forward. The Indiana player kicked it back into the zone. Spin move by Cheslock. Sent in. Kinzel will pick it up, turn, reverse it. And the Angels get it into the offensive zone. Under 5 minutes left, period 2. Angels trail at 1-0. They've had a couple of power plays, but haven't been able to convert. And they still, each team has one in the box, which does not benefit the Angels because their bench is short to begin with. They could definitely use a stoppage to get Arnone out of the box. And Arnone would have been playing on one of the power play shifts. Shoveled in front. Kurek makes the save as Charlotte Zahn was there. Arnone goes right from the box, right to the ice. The goalie change happens. And Allersmeyer comes in for Kurek for Indiana. Nicolescu Measle tees one up, trying to test Allersmeyer right off the bat, but it didn't get through. Comes toward the wing on the far side, chipped forward. Thomas trying to pick this one up, gets it into the offensive zone. Centering feed, interrupted by a series of blue shirts there. Shot doesn't get through, comes to the near side wall. Abby Zahn picks it up, chips it out. Going to be an icing. Waved off, I guess. That I thought Hortzman maybe had a piece of it. 31 along the boards. Charlotte Zahn picks it up. This could be a big advantage here for the Angels if they can cash in. They have the offensive possession still. And now the puck comes out of the zone. Nicolescu Measle over to the far side for Charlotte Zahn. Looking for Abby on the far side if she could send it there. Shot, the dump in was knocked down with a stick and then goes on net. Allersmeyer covers it up and the whistle stops play with 3:33 left in period number 2. 1-0 Indiana over the Angels. A game where the winner will be the second seed in their semifinal match at 8:55 Eastern this evening. Or they've done a good job at the Great Lakes Classic here of keeping the games either on schedule or ahead of schedule. Here's Claus breaking in, 3-on-2. Centering feed, was looking for Tulloch. Citro in front, had it for a moment, lost it in the skates. They nearly had the break they needed right there. And maybe with a little more even strength play, the Angels can pick things up. Rizzo's getting it out of the zone, getting bumped over there, shielded off by Vacher. Got it into neutral ice and into the offensive zone, but can't do it with possession. Claus retreating to help out Tulloch, who was up in the middle. Rizzo still up high, retreating back to her defensive post. Got a piece of that. Tries to send it to Claus. Claus gets bumped out just as she got it out of the zone. Walsh will put the pressure on. Tulloch knocks the pass away. Walsh shoveled it forward but couldn't connect with Claus. Walsh down low. Got a watch getting too far down low. She moves back up as Indiana only had one forward down low. Centering feed is going to go all the way through, and Rose Smith covers it up with 2:13 left in period 2. Angels have started to pick it up a little bit offensively here, but with all of the recent penalties, even with the power play, and then the infraction with the coincidental minors, which remove players from the ice and make them unavailable to you, even with the power play, it really actually served to give them less rest. Charlotte's on, looking for somebody in the middle. Arnone had it for a moment. Abizan picks it up. They're all kind of sort of bunched up. Now they spread out. Nicolescu-Mizel got a piece of it. Kinzel's going to pick it up, gain the line of center and send it in. No icing there. 100 seconds left in the period. 1-0 Indiana over the Angels. Nicolescu-Mizel forces the play in the middle. Charlotte's on gets creamed right there. Somebody got a shoulder or an elbow up high. It was probably a close call. Maybe not a bad non-call. Sent all the way up and out. This is not going to be an icing. They're waving that one off straight away. Maybe a good play for the Angels. Picked off. Abizan has it down low. Shoots. Oh, she just missed the net. She had Allersmeyer at the near post. She was looking for the far side and just sent it just wide. Here she is again, trying to get through. Oh, she's creamed in the middle of the ice, and that's an easy call. Thomas will go off for the body check on Abizan, and another power play will ensue for the Angels. Thomas stepped in and gave a little too much of the business there, and Abizan, if she had gotten by her, she wouldn't have been in on a breakaway, but she would have been off to the races for sure. It would have been, you could see that a scoring chance was going to materialize from neutral ice. On the power play, Citro starts it out up front with Charlotte Zahn and Annalise Claus. Rizzo at the left point, Tulloch at the right. Tulloch racing down, trying to get to this one first. It's not going to be an icing. Tulloch has it. 6-on-6. The player numbers on the player numbers. Leland Tulloch is going to win that one. Rizzo picks it up, chips it forward for Annalise Claus. Claus is going to try to get the Jets moving. Here comes number 20, gaining the line on the left side, and will go around the circle. Tries to center it in front, lost an edge. It almost got to Citro, but not quite. It comes to the point. Rizzo's got to chase this one down. She doesn't have an angle here, and 61 does, but it's an icing. Netzer was hustling down. One side ref was waving it off, but the ref on the far side was not. At worst, it could be a center ice face-off, but the Indiana folks saying you made a mistake, I maybe agree with them. I didn't see the backside ref waving it off, but if there was a dispute, then they should face it off at center ice. That's typically what would happen. 3.9 seconds remain in the period, so Molly Rose Smith is headed to the bench, although I don't see her. Where did she go? And it's 6 attackers. Off the draw, they're going to try to get it to the center with the net empty, and it doesn't materialize. So that was kind of a big play. In essence, they... Oh, and there's Molly. She snuck on the outside of the bench and had her helmet off, so I couldn't see where she was. She eluded me. So after 2, 1-0, Indiana Elite lead the New Jersey Angels. 46 seconds left on the power play. All 3 power plays in the game have gone to the Angels, although there was 1 penalty against them, and it was the coincidental minors that took Presley Arnone out of action for what is timed at 1.5 minutes, but when you get these coincidental minors, both players go into the box. It doesn't change the manpower on the ice, but what it does do is it makes the penalized player available only after the first whistle following the elapse of 1:30, and in that case there was a lot of play that continued. I don't know the exact amount, but it definitely made for some tired legs and longer shifts for the Angels, even though they had the man advantage. Now with a little rest between periods, but not too much, they'll head out there and embark on the remainder of power play number 3, and they're going to need to make good on one of these perhaps if they want to change the course of this game. This one the less important of the 2 that these teams will be playing today. If you're going to split them, you certainly would rather win the second one, but you do want to win both. Molly Rose Smith now protects the cage to your YouTube left, and Allersmeyer will guard the goal to your YouTube right. 5-on-4 for the first 46 seconds for the Angels in blue. Underway, period 3. Arnone was trying to chip that one forward. Nicolescu-Mizel picks that one up. Kinzel just gets creamed, and the ref just had turned forward. I mean, Kinzel just got checked right on her own blue line right there and was looking at the ref saying, wait, well, what? Now Kinzel picks it up, sends it toward the net. It gets redirected and comes to the near side corner. Abizan sends it. Nicolescu-Mizel kept it on the line for a moment with the long reach, but couldn't eventually keep it in. 15 seconds now, actually 11 left on the power play. Still a little bit of time to maybe establish offensive position. Abizan's going to do it, trying to break in, but didn't get the puck to settle down. Warzala was the one who picked it up. Sent in, and it is going to be onside, but that will expire the power play. And they are 0 for 3 so far. So 4 goals apiece for the Angels in each of their first 2 games. None through 2 periods here. But we know they have plenty of scoring capability. There, Nicolescu-Mizel almost had it. That was Arnone, actually. Nicolescu-Mizel got the puck down to Arnone, who redirected it, but couldn't find the back of the net. Dana Thomas. She's got the only goal so far, 83. Trying to pick it up again. The other Thomas, 33. Maddie Thomas sends it to the point. Wrist shot goes wide. Might have hit some traffic in front. Centering feed, knocked away by Kinzel, and is able to get it out of the zone. She's looking to get a change if she can, but has to go over and play the puck. Citro's over there. Citro's going to try to battle. Kinzel gets it, sends it to the far side, turns and will grab some bench, and Rizzo jumps on. Citro sent it forward and takes the hit right there, so that's another power play. And we talked about this yesterday. In the first game that the Angels played, 7 straight penalties to start with were called against them. 7 in a row. until late in the third period, after the game had the gap of the scoring was wide. Then they drew a couple, one of them with 7.8 seconds left in the game. So we talk about how it's an exercise in futility to chart the penalties that are being called and the breaks that you may or may not get from the referees. Here's Tulloch, takes a shot, save, no rebound. Arnone was looking for that one to sit down, but Allersmeyer covers it up before it hits the ice. So here now you've seen the Angels with 4 straight power plays and none against them, although they do have 1 penalty against. Angels attacking with the Zons and Arnone up front, Tulloch and Rizzo at the point. Here's Abby Zahn for Tulloch. They play catch. Abby Zahn will take the far shot from the top outside of the circle. It was knocked away and picked up, and they try to take it out. Tulloch jumped in, and they play give and go. Gaining now the offensive zone line, Hurdle. Hurdle still with it. She made the original block here, and she still has it. She's a one-woman show killing this penalty right now. 2 Angels on, and Charlotte Zahn is the one to get it. Sends it to the far side. Abby Zahn is going to try to get Luisa Rizzo in stride. Rizzo is going to skate it in. Look for Arnone down the middle. Gets it there. Arnone shot save with the glove. Oh, Presley Arnone nearly had it tied. Tulloch looking, waiting for somebody to streak in. Citro's going on the back door. Rizzo pinches all the way down to get it. Rizzo with it now will go around the circle, looking for someone, anyone. Still with it, sends it and gets it bunted away. It's going to be a breakaway. Rizzo trying to catch up to Quick. Quick gets in, backhand save, Rose Smith, she stopped another one. Rizzo had it and was sort of, by the time she got to the top, she picks that one off, tries to center Claus to move it out. Netzer, shorthanded, shot goes wide. Rizzo got to the top and sort of was looking for more room. Her teammate was there and she tried to flick it forward. Shot and a save and a cover up. They've killed off another penalty and Rose Smith covers that one up. So the power play has not been magical so far for the Angels, but with 10:49 remaining in the third period, still plenty of time, and with their goalie able to thwart a couple of breakaways here, they remain in a 1-goal game trailing 1-0. Off the draw, back to 5-on-5. Oster hits her own Claire with it. Walsh trying to get it to Claus. Claus is 1-on-3, has to dump it, sends it at the goalie. Allersmeyer kicks it away to the side. Thomas sends it forward. Nicolescu-Measle tries to get a piece. There's a collision there at the blue line. Citro. Indiana keeps it in the offensive zone, ticking down to 10:15 remaining. The winner is the second seed. Kicked away by Rose Smith with Nicolescu-Measle right there. Claus has it and just bunts it out to center ice. Trying to get at least one of her players changed and does. Indiana with it down low. Walsh sends it out. Claus is at the end of her shift. Let's see if she's got any juice left, at least to get it in the offensive zone. Finds Charlotte's on, and they're able to complete part of the change. Claus gave it whatever she had left there, and now she heads to the bench. If that play had happened about a minute before, Annalise would have been off to the races. And she gets an open ice and hits the Jets. She's got a good first step to explode, and then some good top-end speed there. Kinzel lost the stick, has to go back to recover it. Gets a little help from her friends, and the puck is shepherded out of the zone. This one will be an icing unless the puck dies on its end, and it dies just before the end line. Arnone puts the pressure on, maybe forces a turnover, and does. Abby Zahn trying to get through traffic, couldn't quite do it. Indiana's going to break out. Charlotte Zahn takes it away, sends it back to Nicolescu Measle, over to Abby Zahn on the far side. Was looking for Arnone there, but the bouncing puck eluded her stick. Goes in, this one's going to go on net, covered up. There is nobody going after it there, and so it is played. Angels, a clean change there, if anything. They actually had one less. Halloran looking to get it in down low. Turns, still with it. Claus was looking to block that one and take off. Rizzo's going to try to take off on the far side. Rizzo's going to be putting the pressure on, nearly had it picked off. Rizzo, the defenseman's just like the 86 Giants with LT, just go. Here's Claus, turning, sends it to the middle for Rizzo. It's there, tied up. Sent toward the point. Walsh got a piece of it, sent it down low, but it goes to goal. This puck's not going to be an icing, I don't think, unless it goes over the end line, and it does. Wow, I thought that was going to be one that held up. 7:40 left, period number 3. One nothing Indiana over the New Jersey Angels. The only two states that separate Indiana and New Jersey are Pennsylvania and Ohio. But boy, it sure seems like a lot more than that. Walsh is going to grab this one, try to pound it into the zone. Vacker turns and is able to keep it away. Up the far side wall, Rizzo steps in at the point, sends it for Claus. Claus tries to get Citro coming down the middle, but the Hoosiers break it up. Comes to the near side wall, eludes Tulloch. Vacher will bear down on Rizzo. Rizzo will try to send her to the outside, gets a little hack in, and Tulloch is the one to get away with it. Rizzo waiting, looking, sends it neatly for Citro, for Walsh, back to Citro. They play the give and go. Citro is going to be a one-woman show here, dumps it in on the far side as her team completes a change, and Caroline will head to the bench herself to make all 5 fresh-legged Angels. Here's Abby Zahn, gets down low, shot, it's off the glove, and it falls behind the end line and not into the net. There's been a couple that have popped up in the air on both ends, and none of them have trickled back into the net. Kept in by Indiana, but then knocked out. Charlotte Zahn looking to pick off the D-to-D pass there. They're getting closer, but they're running out of rope. 6:18 left, period number 3. It just means that if Indiana wins, they'll repeat this. It'll be Groundhog Day at 8:55 p.m. Eastern. Indiana will be the home team. The Angels will be the visiting team. But the only difference is the winner will be playing for a shot in the championship game on Sunday. And the loser will be finished with their entry into the Great Lakes Classic here from here on in Livonia, Michigan. One game in Farmington Hills for the Angels. 5:54 remaining, period number 3. Angels trying to solve that 1-0 deficit. Molly Rose Smith has kept them close. Indiana had the better of the puck possession through 2 periods, but the Angels have picked it up here in the 3rd. I'd say they've played it at least even and probably had a little bit better on the scoring chances. Indiana sends it back into their own end. Claus is the one that's forechecking the most. Let's see if she can pick one off. Hoosiers are cover for a moment. Claus over to Walsh, sent it through the middle. Citro was looking for a deflection. Comes now to the near side wall. Nicolescu Measle got underneath Thomas there. Might have gotten away with one. She went skate to skate from behind. A lot of times they're going to call that. A couple of players bang into the boards on the far side. Sticks hitting the glass make the cacophony of sound, and that makes it sound worse than the actual collision is. And it looked even worse because a glove flew off, but it wasn't anything. It was nothing unseemly, I should say. I think I said that right. That's like one of those things where I could care less, which means actually the opposite of what you want it to mean, which is I couldn't care less is the way you're supposed to say it. Sometimes it's probably best to not use those kind of terms during play-by-play of a hockey game when you don't even have a color analyst and you got to keep talking the whole time. Charlottezon gonna race down to grab this one, center it, couldn't connect. Nicolescu Measle, nice pickoff, runs sort of into the area of Abizon, but is able to send it down low. They are trying for some offense. Rizzo comes right down the middle, between the points, got it forward, couldn't connect it for a shot. Rizzo was just jumping on that one. Charlottezon, Rizzo's coming down the middle and just couldn't quite get it. Nicolescu Measle patiently chips it forward. They're changing behind the play. Arnone's the last line of defense, but Tulloch was changing and she's way back. Protects the opposite side. Blocker saved by Rose Smith. Off the offering from Netzer. Chipped up the near side wall down to 3:33 left. Tulloch gonna look for some room. Elin has no room, but she's just battle catting forward. Tulloch tees one up, shot into the breadbasket, no rebound, but that forces the offensive zone draw with 3:21 remaining. In the third period, we should say. Citro on the dot, Walsh in the slot, Claus on the left wing. Rizzo at the left point, Tulloch lines up between the points. Off the draw. Indiana's gonna break it out. Good heart. Leave it to Halloran. Comes to the far side. Claus got a little tied up there trying to make a play. Comes to the point. Wrist shot through traffic, goes wide. Under 3 minutes left now. 1-0 deficit. Angels. Citro calmly picks that one up. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, they don't complete the pass. Oh, Walsh and Claus would have been free in on the 2-on-1. Just didn't go tape to tape. Kicked forward, Charlottezon kicked again. Claus is over there. Zahn tries to keep it in. It goes below the end line. Defense pair is probably coming due for a change here, but they have to, with just 4 out there and the 2 forward lines, everybody has to be ready to log Iron Woman minutes. Hoster to the far side. They clear the offside. Rizzo races down to grab it. Looking to curl, spin, and burn the Jets. Here comes 13. Got through one, but Cavalcanti couldn't get it. Picked up now by Abizon. Abizon 1-on-5. Gets in, gets down low. Looking to center it, does. It comes to Nicolescu Measle. Fires one, loose in front, corralled in front, and covered. Nicolescu Measle, we talk about the slapper, but she gets a lot on those wrist shots and handcuffed the goaltender, Allersmeyer, forcing the rebound. But no blue shirt was there quickly enough. Off the draw, Arnone to Nicolescu Measle. Fires it! Oh, she hit the post on the left side! Hit the post and went to the outside. Nearly had it tied. Arnone's going to pick that one off, get it into the offensive zone, but Cavalcanti retreats back to get it. Charlottezon got a piece of it. Kinzel took a whack. Charlottezon with it now, retreating in her own end. Looking to pass it up the middle to Abizon. Abby looking for Arnone maybe, but needs a little help as she got tied up over there. Sent it forward a little too strong. Arnone's going to give the last bit of what she has here at the end of a shift with 1:08 left. They've pulled the goalie. It's 6-on-5. Nicolescu Measle's going to hustle in to try to keep it in. It comes out. Kinzel grabs it, sends it off of Citro's behind. Citro will retreat it back into her own end. Claus will pick it up. Claus sends it up the middle. It is not going to be an icing. It goes right under a stick, and Tulloch is going to be there but couldn't play it. Nicolescu Measle. Claus trying to get it. Rizzo's just going to go down in front, see if she can make something happen. With 35 seconds left, empty net, goes all the way down, and an icing. Somebody threw a glove at it, but they didn't hit it. 6-on-5 as they try to tie it up, down 1-0. Rose Smith out of the net. The Zons up front with Citro, and now Tulloch moves up front. Nicolescu Measle at the points. Rizzo has it, goes back for Abby Zahn. 26 seconds left, centering feed. Zahn gets in, shot, no rebound. Allersmeyer holds on. 22.2 seconds left. Face-offs are big here. So Rizzo and Nicolescu Measle will be at the points. Tulloch will try to stay down low. Indiana just trying to rag that puck into the corner and tie it up. Citro's going to try to pick it out over there. 10 seconds left. Puck still moving. Rizzo's going to pick it up. Running out of time. Gets through one. Centers it. Backhander! And they score! Elin Tulloch with 2.5 seconds left has tied the game with the goaltender out. Rizzo dug it out of the corner, marched toward the net, was running out of time, centered it for Tulloch, and Tulloch ties it up. Rose Smith heads back to the net as they get ready for the face-off. They just wouldn't quit. 1-1 with 2.5 seconds left. I don't even know what happens after the end of regulation here, but we have now embarked on it. If it's a tie, I guess, is that what happens? I guess we just have a tie. So I don't know who will be the third seed and the second seed because I didn't calculate that. So whatever the tiebreaker is, if it's goal difference, and I believe it's Indiana. I think their goal difference might be one the better. But either way, we'll let you know. When we come on at roughly 8:55 this evening, they'll do it all again. And if they line up the same way with the Angels as the guest and Indiana Elite as the home, then Indiana has been the second seed. And if it's the other way around, then the Angels are the second seed. Either way, a thriller. As Rizzo feeds Tulloch for the game-tying goal, and we end in a 1-1 tie. So that is going to do it for now from Eddie Edgar Arena Rink 1. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Angels girls hockey and mom's dance moves. Miriam Zahn. Thanks for watching New Jersey Angels girls hockey on Rizzo Vision.